Hey everybody, it's Michael, the movie ads guy. I'll be back in New York soon, but for now I'm back in Hawaii for the holidays. So yeah, let's get right into it. So Entertainment Weekly came out with, I think it's their annual first look issue, where they had a lot of first look images from movies like John Wick, from Hellboy, and from Jordan Peele's Us, which I'll be talking about next week because the trailer is coming out on Christmas. But what I want to focus this video on is Aladdin, because that was the cover story for the first look issue, and it's also something that I brought up a few weeks ago. So with Aladdin, Disney released a lot of images from the movie. Personally, I'm mostly impressed by the pictures of Jafar and of the palace. I'm a little underwhelmed by the other ones. I'm going to have to see this in motion, because when I saw the images, I was like, yeah, it's happening, but I don't know. But the big thing that came out of these images was the first look at Will Smith's Genie. And I found out that Will Smith's Genie, those pictures are actually of his human form. And he's actually going to have a blue, more CGI form at some point in the movie. The director, Guy Ritchie, he actually said, and made a good point, that the genie is a manifestation of whoever plays the genie. If you ever saw a school play, or if you saw the Disney California Adventure version of Aladdin, they're not trying to copy Robin Williams. In the original Aladdin, the genie was basically based on Robin Williams' routines and his acts. So that was actually a good point being made, and I'm gonna have to see this genie in motion. I do think he matches more with this than Deadshot. I really think this is going to be a role that will allow him to basically play to his skills and almost act like a caricature of himself. If you guys watch this one comedian, his name is Jay Farrow, and he does this impersonation of Will Smith, where for the first time I noticed that he had all these like mannerisms and tics and habits. So I think we're going to get from this genie the Jay Farrow version of Will Smith actually played by Will Smith, if that makes any sense. I hope what Disney does is let all the negative talk die down for a little bit and just kick ass when the trailer comes out. I'm really looking forward to this trailer. It allows you to hear all the negative reactions, and especially the positive ones too, and basically build your future marketing based on that. Not so much giving into it, but you now have criticism that you can use to your advantage. What I want to end this video on is something that looks very promising to me, which is the Men in Black International movie. So the first trailer for that came out this week, and it stars Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson. Now, a lot of people are going to have their feelings because this is a reboot, it doesn't have the original characters and whatnot. But if you saw the original trilogy for Men in Black, you'll know that Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones characters from that movie, their storyline has basically come to a close. So how can a studio like Sony take what is one of their most cash cow franchises and keep it fresh for a new generation, but also keep the core fans in mind? So what I saw from this trailer was that Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth are a new duo. But what I like about it is that they're not playing fill-ins for Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones characters from the previous trilogy. Tessa Thompson is a whole new character. Chris Hemsworth, even though he has some similarities to Tommy Lee Jones' character, he's his whole new character. I'm a dance fan, so I'm really excited that Les Twins, they're playing aliens in this movie. So that's cool. I like that in order to do this reboot, they didn't just bring back the original director, Barry Sonnenfeld. They didn't bring back the original writers. What they did was they got the writers from Iron Man and F. Gary Gray, who directed Fate of the Furious, Be Cool, Straight Outta Compton. They basically got that team together, and from what I'm seeing, this whole franchise is about to get a new vibe and a new flavor based on the talent they hired to basically curate this. What I was a little bit confused about though was that Sony released the song from the trailer, London Bridge. They released it online as if it was a new song. which, you know, most of us know that that song came out in 2006. That was one of a lot of people's first LimeWire downloaded song. We know what, you know, the formula is for Hollywood trailers, and you know, Men in Black doesn't go outside of that formula. But the fact that they're releasing London Bridge as a new song is confusing. But when you hear with like some Beats headphones and you hear how they remastered the song, this could give new life to that song, which people will now associate that song with Men in Black International. And yeah. And luckily, Fergie's probably getting some residuals because she hasn't come out with anything new lately. Okay, so that was my video for this week. Put some comments below. Talk to me. Yeah.